And the Muslim feast of Tobaski is approaching. Market vendors, mainly tailors in Old Yundum, have called on government to consider further easing of emergency restrictions. Their plea came in consideration of the occasional night shifting for tailors in the production of the popular African attires for men and women during the religious event. The enforcement of the COVID-19 emergency measures, according to the vendors, is putting businesses at a standstill. Let's take a look.
Despite the easing of COVID-19 restrictions, vendors at the Coastal Road Market have called on the government to further extend the closing time as business booms better in the evening. The Gambia government last month announced the easing of market restrictions imposed in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. This move was welcomed by vendors who said it is long overdue, but 1 month down the line, vendors at Coastal Road expressed frustration over the closure of business barely 2 weeks before Tobaski. Suleiman Bay, who operates a tailoring workshop, said the nature of his work is such that the day is allocated for marketing while the actual sewing is done at night. But this goes in contrast with current emergency regulations.
Suñ jafe-jafe mooy ñun suñ commencé liggéey bu 6 jotee ñaareel police dinañ ñëw nañu paak leen time jot na understand nga ne nañ tëj te xam nga ñun suñu xëyee daanaka duñu mën a liggéey dañuy jokkoo client yi di waxtaan ak ñoom price ñi indi ñëw ñuy waxtaan ak ñoom comprendre nga suñu waxtaanee ak ñoom daanaka ngoon gi ba ngoon daal duñ mën a liggéey daanaka guddi gi rek la ñuy am time pour liggéey soo gars yi buñ ñu xañee guddi gi kon dafay am problème te tey police bu ñëwee ne la tëjal nga tëj borom ñëw jox la ñëwoo ko julli gi jot mu jàppale yóbbu police boo demee police téye la xam nga kon loolu jafe-jafe la si téyeel quoi loolu daal bokk na si li nga xamante ni daf ñu métti trop métti nañu loolu moom métti nañu.
He pleaded with the government to allow them to work at night, without which they would experience problems with customers. Mor Cisse, also a tailor, said the timing is bad for them, emphasizing the importance of working at night. Nyima Seka, a vendor at the market, considered the later hours as the best time to make sales. However, beginning at 6 o'clock in the evening, the police would be active in the enforcement of market closure.
Ci marché bi mom dafa doy waar trop. Si léegi moom nguur bi ñu alaaw ñuy ibbi 6 o'clock di tëj 6 te time 6 bi boobu la customer yi day ñëw te time boobu noonu si nga mun a jaay te time boobu soo tëjutee gaa dañ la dee tëj ñu yóbbu la si station bi waaw diston nañu trop marché bi nag corona bi moom laal nañu lool waaw si last year ak this year marché bi nu moo doxee lifuñu dara business bi yëpp dafa sulu.
Omar Fall, a concerned businessman, observed some difficulties brought about by the coronavirus for small and medium enterprises, calling for the extension of operational time for vendors in the Old Yundum market. This scenario of market operation is factored in the 2020 economic outlook by the African Development Bank, which predicts a negative 2% decline in the economy of states in West Africa, blamed on the coronavirus global pandemic. The report indicated that the growth could fall as much as negative 4.3% in the worst case scenario. For iAfrica News, I am Khadija Tuseka.